Day 670, and probably the correct day, because I think the last 2 out of 3 days I've said the wrong date, the wrong day. So 670 for sure. Looked it up, double checked it. But today was a lazy day. Didn't have work, so turned the alarm off at 5:30. Went back to sleep till 7, which is when the pup got up and decided it was time to get outside. So we went outside, had a nice little walk. It wasn't terrible in any way, it was just a little chilly. Then came in and started watching World Cup. I thought I was going to catch the first game, which was England and is it Iran? And then they were already talking about the next game, so I looked it up, and I guess the game was on at 6 or 5. I have no idea, but it was on earlier than I got up, and England had won 5-2. So the next game I watched was Netherlands and Senegal, and then that game was it 2-0 Netherlands? I think it was. And then the next game was one I was waiting for, was USA and Wales. And USA came out the first half on top, had a lot of possession, a couple chances, and they finally put one away. And the second half, things turned around, and Wales seemed to have all the possession and started taking better chances and better looks at the goal. And then about the last 10-15 minutes, it kind of opened up, and Wales got a penalty kick. I think it was well deserved. The guy slide tackled him from behind, took him out, and they scored the goal. And then about 10 minutes later, oh my gosh, I think they were in overtime with only about a minute left, maybe 2 minutes left. They had 9 minutes of additional time. The keeper came out of the box, had to headbutt it away, didn't get it too far, and was trying to backtrack. One of the guys from Wales grabbed it, and since the keeper was out, was winding up to take a shot, and one of the USA guys kind of stepped in and fouled him. Not terribly hard, but just fouled him enough so that he couldn't kick the ball. And so we got a yellow card, and Wales just got a free kick from there, which I think could have saved the team if the guy Bale, I think it's Christian Bale. Oh my gosh. It's Bale something Bale. But if he would have got it, a good foot on the ball, and he went towards goal, it's a good chance it would have went in, and they would have lost 2-1. So thankfully they just tied. I think both teams were happier not to lose and to get a tie. But now the US has to win at least one, if not both. If not one, then the next 2 games. And that was the day. After that, met up with a few friends at Olive Garden. They had the all-you-can-eat pasta. So I was debating on that. I mean, I didn't run the morning, so I didn't have too much room in my stomach, but I was like, let's just try it out. It's going to be about the same for any other pasta bowl I get, or any kind of pasta combination I get anyways. And at least this way, I should be able to make it at least 2 rounds, if not the 3. I think if I was hungry, I could do 4 or 5, but the first bowl that they give you is a giant bowl, and the next one's more of like a small soup bowl. So you just gotta get it through the first round, and then it seems to go a lot quicker. And the first one I got was a sausage with a 5-cheese marinara and rigatoni, and then I got Alfredo with the chicken, and I really like the chicken, so I got it with this, was it Alfredo, I think spaghetti noodles, or Alfredo, no, marinara sauce, Alfredo noodles again, stayed away from the spaghetti because that's what I always buy. And then added the chicken on again, and I felt like I could have eaten it, but it was just not worth it. I just no room in my stomach. I was ready to go, and that was pretty much the only meal I ate. I mean, I snacked up in the morning. I had a banana. I had peanut butter on toast. I drank some water. So I had a little something to get my stomach going. But that just put me over, and I still feel full right now, and it's 11 o'clock. So that was interesting, but it was good. And then we decided to watch a movie after that. It was Unholy. It's more of a scary movie. I thought it was newer, as in just came out maybe early this year, and then maybe on streaming within the last few months. And apparently, it's been out for a while. I didn't check the date exactly. My friend said they watched it a couple times. I was like, oh, I thought this was out. I thought you just watched it with us. I'm like, no, I've seen it a couple times. It's older. And he's like, okay. Why don't we watch something new? But it was fine. It was an interesting take on the horror genre. Then, before that, I went to the store to get candy. And I have popcorn here. No one really wanted popcorn. I didn't really want popcorn. I even had a hard time picking out snacks. I did get gummy bears and the tropical Mike and Ike's. Go-to candies always stick with the fruit. But then I just didn't feel like I was ready to eat still. And it was still just that pasta sitting in my stomach, just heavy. And I felt I needed to hydrate more, so I drank some more water. And I snacked. I think I had 3 or 4 handfuls of candy. I sat down with it, had a couple bites, put it away, went to go walk the pub, had a couple more bites. When I got back, sat down. I think I got up for some reason to get water, and I grabbed a couple more bites. So I just kept grabbing small pieces, small amounts here and there, again and again. Now it's time for bed. I tried to watch more of The Warrior Nun. I think I just finished episode 8, but I was getting tired, so I needed to shower before bed. I can try to wake up at a decent time tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna wake up right when the alarm goes off, but I would like to wake up to walk the pup. At least watch the first game, and possibly go for a run after that. If not, I might watch a second game for the World Cup and then go for a run. I don't want it to be chilly outside. I'm definitely gonna take my time with the sun come up. So 9:30, 10ish. That's what I'm thinking right now. And then come back, shower, maybe have a smoothie. You ready for the second or the third game of the day? And I got a couple things to do. I might try to get the pup's nails trimmed and get her washed up. And I gotta go back to get my car washed, but it's one of those returning ones. You can go as many times as you'd like every day or a week. And so, since that credit card got canceled, I have to go reapply to get the sticker on the car so that I can just drive through, pull up, and go around. But nothing too big tomorrow. I mean, maybe some more laundry, put some laundry away, get ready for the Thanksgiving weekend, either go buy groceries or pack up bags for Thursday, maybe even Wednesday. There's a small chance we'll get out of work kind of early, at least an hour or two, and I might just come back, walk the pup, and then drive up north just so I can hang out for a bit. I think the day trip is going to be really demanding, but I do want to see the family. It sounds like right now I might have lunch with my mom and stepdad, and then be there for about 3 to 4 hours, go have dinner with my dad and make lasagna, and that's think last time it took us about 45 minutes to cook it, to put everything together. Another 45 to an hour to bake it, and then we had to wait 15 minutes for it to cool off. So it was well over a 2-hour process. So that's going to take time, and I'm sure after that, I'm not going to want to do anything because I'm going to be so stuffed with food. So I might crash out there depending on the time and how much we eat. But that looks like it's going to be the holiday. And I need to squeeze in fitness. I should have ran today. That way I wouldn't feel as bad later in the week taking a day off. But we're going to figure it out tomorrow and get it done. So find your life with health and happiness, and have a good night.